Brazil, and as of now, around 300 products have been registered in that segment. And also, we are all about the farmer level challenges, wherein critically the amalgamation of farmers into cooperatives, clusters, or farmer producer companies, something which we see as a big movement towards sustainable practices being brought to the ground. Now, coming to the key initiatives that can be taken at the government, industry, stakeholders, and research institutions level. Herein, just to give you a snippet, the entire thing is divided into a few buckets here. One is the education and training programs, which can really make the difference in ensuring that sustainable practices are adopted on ground, which I've earlier spoken. Farmer-centric solutions in terms of primarily also how to address the entire life cycle of uses of a particular product or the needs of a particular farmer. Registration process and timelines is something which also need to be internationally benchmarked and which will give a fillip to the entire industry. Import of innovative products. Though we are focusing on Make in India initiatives, there is a requirement of an interim situation where we may need to import some of the best-in-class products so that the Make in India initiatives can be later on launched at full scale. And encouraging public-private partnerships, especially through various modes such as farmer stewardship, is something that we believe will go a long way in addressing the challenges in this section and ensuring sustainability in this entire sector. Thank you. I conclude my presentation here, and this will really encourage all of you to have a good read of the book. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shashi sir and Nirvan sir, for the address and the presentation. May I now invite Dr. P.K. Singh, Agriculture Commissioner, Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, Government of India, to kindly give the inaugural address.
Very good morning to all of you. Friends, a very tricky topic what they have selected, and diversity and inclusion in sustainability and crop protection. So, really it is the need of the hour to emphasize the sustainability, because our Indian system of agriculture is based on sustainability. There is nothing new in that. For 20,000 years, this farming is going on, continuing in remote villages, even tribals in India. They are maintaining their own varieties, their own not only varieties of these edibles, but also of medicinal plants, so many. And they have such a vast traditional knowledge about that, that the sustainability is in our what we can say. Not only that, in our lifestyle, mission life, what was initiated by our honorable PM. Mission life, that is also living with the environment and living for the environment, something like that. So sustainability is also there. Not only that, we can see it is everywhere, in every walk of life. In our younger days, in our or while going to school, even the books used by our brothers sisters earlier, it was given to us that you go through this. So that is also kind of sustainability. That habit is to be built up. That sustainability is a habit. That is what I want to say here. So the moment we talk about this, let us begin with the perception. Why this perception from sustainability to commercial use, non-sustainability, and all those things came in the system. That is our thinking. How that transformation occurred, that is very important to study. At that time, when green revolution came, all these agrochemicals or fertilizers or everything started coming with ozone. And again, now it is the varieties which are going to reduce the use of chemicals, even fertilizers, whatever. So the varieties are the key to the success of sustainability in future also. What was there in case of green revolution, when it enhanced the use of imports like fertilizers, the fertilizer responsive varieties are there. And then I can give examples in different crops, but one simple example of sugarcane I can give. One variety in North India that gave something additional income of say thousands of crores to the farmers, and then with that variety it came some chemicals also came, because that was susceptible to uh, top borer and borers, so that chemical also came, and that it is with the variety, and it is with the cultivation system, production systems, whatever are there. So the chemical, biological, natural, everything is built around the genotype on which the cultivation practices are made. The traditional varieties were low yielding, so there was the problem of food, how to come uh, provide food to all, nutrition to all. Now the varieties are there which are nutritional, nutrient responsive, fertilizer responsive, water responsive, all kinds of. So then the issue of sustainability is in the discussion. How we are going to use the natural things, whatever we got from the nature, how we are going to make them sustainable for the future. The productivity is to be maintained, the organic matter in the soil, soil fertility, soil health cards, so many schemes are now being brought. Which I usually say, every time I used to say this, that nature, from nature, that is what we call in Hindi, that is central dogma is there, that from Prakriti we develop our Sanskritis, and in Sanskritis, Vikritis can come, and then we try to remove those Vikritis and then go again to the Prakriti. So that cycle is there, that nature to culture, culture to problems, and then problems are to be removed. So every time research is oriented towards removing the problems, not some research now has started for restoring the nature, restoring the culture and everything. But still, the main issue is the problems coming in our culture and agriculture. Now, what I think that data generation, because what is there, that under present laws, it is always had been robust. Robust data generation, that is why I think what he was mentioning, that it takes something like 4 or 5 years, because it takes time to generate data. We are caring for environment, we are caring for crop, we are caring for so many things. So that data is also, it takes time to generate. And then to check that data and then go for registration is again, because manpower is also one of the things. And regarding inclusivity, inclusion, that is the topic, I think, inclusion. How can we say in predict for the future that this is going to be that whatever we are generating today, a new chemistry or new molecule which is coming today, it will not only sustain, but it will be it is not going to affect the environment in the future. When fertilizers were started using urea or something, nobody thought that it will have some negative effect on the soils. So, but still, there are now protocols to check the effect of the future effect of these chemicals, biochemicals, whatever are coming in the market, and that also has to be taken in for sustainability. These things are now needed to be studied, and that too with robustness, that yes, whatever data we are generating, it should be acceptable to all. So that referring with the case of say GM, in India it is a lot of discussion going on GM for last 20 years, but it is very difficult to predict the use or disuse of those kind of material. So how to go for that? That is the thing. Now need of sustainability is, yes, definitely it is there, and we are from beginning we are promoting IPM, Integrated Pest Management Systems, and that already takes care of the natural pest natural control measures, and then location specific pest load or the pest population, that is also always studied. The All India Coordinated Research Project, which tests the new material at different locations, is those locations and pest profile of that area is the key for the success of and adaptability of those varieties in those areas. So these are going on, resistant varieties. One resistant variety, if it is coming for, say for example, Pusa Basmati 1847, a new variety, Basmati variety for Haryana and Punjab. So it is resistant for a disease also and tolerant for a pest also. So definitely the use of chemicals will be reduced in this variety. So such kind of innovations are going on, and then the industry also has to then come up with solutions if new pests and diseases are coming in these varieties or any new variety, how to tackle with those. So epidemics are now rare. Very few epidemic cases are coming, but somehow some varieties sometimes get epidemics, and that may happen due to some kind of breakdown of resistance of gene hypothesis is there. So sometimes that kind of things are there. But in case of wheat, a crop where there's now it is so much structured that durable resistance conditions are being brought, and also so now it is difficult to break the disease scenario. Epidemics are now rare in case of wheat. Once in 2000, something around 1999 and 2000, when UG99 race was discovered at Uganda, and then it was set to the wheat cultivation throughout the world. So with the help of Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, a lot of work was done. And almost now all the varieties grown everywhere in the world are now resistant to UG99. They are durable resistant to what, right? Similarly, say the new chemistry. When we talk of new chemistry, this the inclusion and new chemistry. So that again, we have to see the mode of action of the insecticide, how small but not affecting much to the plants or the environment, but affecting only to the target pest. Say like viral pesticides, virus-based pesticides, highly target specific, something like that. If those are coming, let us see what happens to those. Then the concept of ETL, how to identify that this is the ETL, and then before that we are going to have this chemical or this biological or this IPM, whatever measures are there, and then after this we can go for this particular chemical, and then harder to that, like that. What should be the sequence, the application sequence of the pest control measures? Then that is really biologicals and microbials and chemicals or whatever system are to be there. And then last is the just cut down the crop and throw it, just like in case of red rot, what we are doing in case of sugarcane. No control measures, so in the end you have to cut it down and then change the crop rotation. So that is also there. Now the most sensitive issue is the MRLs, and we are facing a lot of difficulties in that fixing of MRLs and rejection of our material going as export, because the concept of MRL for different people are different. I can very honestly say that whatever the toxicity we can absorb in our body, maybe Europe or maybe US or maybe other countries, they may not be able to do that. So, but while exporting something, the conditions in which we are producing, that really I don't want to discuss it much here, because MRLs, yes, definitely it is a problem for me also as a regulator and for others industry also, as because it is always there. Now, again, sustainability means whatever we are working, it should not affect the environment. And for that, because now different schemes are going on. Say, some 2 years back, they started the scheme of Amrit Talab Yojana, Amrit Talab or Amrit Sarovars. Now, some 70,000 Amrit Sarovars are ready to use throughout India. And earlier also several ponds were there, the renovation of those ponds are going on. So by this December also, we hope that more than 1 lakh such structures, water bodies will be there. And now we are also bringing in drone and other application methods, which we say that it should be away, at least 10 meters away or 15 meters away from the pond, because that water should not get contaminated. So now if we have so many such bodies there available, and then from 15 meters from this side, that side, so how much area we are going to leave with that? So such new issues are coming up. So that is what I was telling someone, that for water bodies, plants being grown in say water chestnut, then what you call as makana and all those. So for all that, even this lotus, do we have any kind of biological this control measures, any diseases expected in those, and then how to go for this? Otherwise, awareness will come in there. The moment we are going to export our makhana to other countries, definitely awareness will come in there. Because there is no claim, nothing for that. And water bodies are coming up, so many water bodies are coming that definitely in future we need to develop some protocols for testing and all those things for such conditions. And then the ease of adoption of the technology. Whatever new chemistry is coming, it should be easy to adopt by the farmer. The very photograph on this magazine, on the presentation, that it was linked with drone. So the first perception, that is what I started with, the perception. The farmer will think that this chemical is linked with the drone. The new technologies are linked with it. No, it is not like that. It is to help them to avoid the skin irritation, what they are taking in effect. But if we, how to promote that? What is the ease of adoption? That is, and then it should be adopted by all. That is again one thing, that it should not be, it should not have any negative effect on anything, whether it is human life or the plant life or the animals associated with that. That is what is now being promoted as One Health approach. So One Health approach is again a new talk of the system, and then we have to go for that. And that is why I try to end with this, that Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kasyatu Bhagya. Everybody should be happy. We feel that Vasudha Kutumbakam is our motto, that is what we are promoting. So everybody should be happy, the plant, the animal, the fish, the beneficial animals, the insects, even honeybees, everyone should be happy with our development, that new chemistry, new molecules, new techniques to control the pest and diseases. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the insightful address. I would now like to invite Mr. N.K. Rajavedu, Co-Chairman, FICCI Crop Protection Committee and CEO Crop Protection Business